Hi and welcome back to the Intern's Chair. I'm your Ascension Public Schools Public Information Office high school intern and host, Josh. Digital Media Coordinator, Danielle Evans.
Today we have a few questions for Josh, one of our interns, about what it's like to be an early college option student. So Josh, what is early college option?
Early college option is an alternative path through high school where you go to the River Parishes Community College's campus and you take high school classes for freshman and sophomore year with one college class taught by a college professor each semester. And then junior and senior year, you're just in all college classes with college students and college teachers.
So early college option is definitely a unique experience for a high school student. Another question we've got is, what is the environment like at early college?
I think the environment is different because the people who are in the program chose to be there. And they chose it because they want to get ahead, they want to learn, they want to do the best they can in school.
Another question, what are the positives about the program?
Well, it's, as I said earlier, it's very focused on learning. Everybody is there to learn, they're dedicated to learning. So you can really cooperate with people who are willing to learn, like if you have a group project or if you need help with a subject or homework or something like that. The class size is pretty small. Like my entire grade started off with like 80 to 100 people, I think, and it's only gotten smaller. So you know everyone in your grade by the end of freshman year. You get to know your friends and then you can see them most days.
What are some of the cons with the early college option program?
Some cons about the early college option program would be lack of like extracurricular activities. So that's sports, band, clubs. Really, you don't have many of those. You have beta club, and that's most of what you can do just in the early college program. You can do some programs at home, like clubs, like my little brother does D&D club with Dutchtown. But since you're not at the school, it can be a little weird to apply and go to your home high school sometimes. That's what I find.
Okay, so it seems like you do have access to clubs and programs after school, but you have to do those at your home school, not necessarily early college, because early college is a program, not a true high school.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are the high school classes like?
So for freshman year, the high school classes, you have your basic ones. That's English, biology, math, and IBCA is in there as well. And IBCA stands for Intro to Computer Business Applications. It's a computer class. You learn how to do Word and PowerPoint and Excel.
Gotcha.
And you learn basic computer things. It's a nice class. I like the teacher. The rest of the high school classes, most of them are honors or dual enrollment classes. In a normal high school, they would seem harder, I believe, than your just run-of-the-mill class. But with the college option, they're all that way, so the difficulty level is pretty much the same throughout, unless you have trouble with one particular subject or the other. All the high school teachers are pretty understanding. They just really want to help you and try and prepare you for college. It's probably good to listen to them when they try and spout advice.
What are the college classes like? How are they different from classes that a high school teacher may teach?
With the college classes, most of them are lecture-based, and you do your work at home. So that's like you go to class and your teacher reads from her PowerPoint for 50 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes. And then you go home and you have homework on it, or you study it and try and memorize it for a test. The teachers don't assign busy work in class. Like, you're not going to have a worksheet to fill out generally. You're going to be taking notes for most of the class. The college tests are generally not multiple choice. They're normally short answer or matching or identification kind of things. But they give you the whole class to take it, and if you study for it, I find it's not too bad most of the time. The college teachers don't really take the time to get to know their students a ton. You have to take the time to get to know your college professors if you want to be able to ask them questions and get reviews on essays or questions about lectures. I think that's most of the differences.
Why did you choose to go to early college option?
Looking back on it, I first heard about the early college option when I was in my talent and gifted class in middle school with my friends, and they were talking about it, and they wanted to go. And thinking back on it, I realized I didn't apply to get ahead like I would advise to you guys.
So, what advice would you offer a student who's interested in the program, or maybe somebody who's already been accepted into the program?
Be sure that you're able to make friends who can support you in academic stuff, because that's really important. For students who are interested in the program, apply, honestly. You don't have to accept right away. It's just asking if I would be allowed to go to this. And if you realize it's not for you, then you can say that I don't really want to do that. And that's fine.
What is your overall experience at ECO?
It's been fairly positive. I learned what college classes are like before actually having to pay for a college class. That was nice. It's just been fun. I've made good friends, and I've enjoyed college classes so far. It's challenging, but it's not overwhelming.
What type of grades are needed to be a part of the ECO program? Do you have to be a straight A student to get accepted?
No, you don't have to be a straight A student. So long as you're committed and probably have above a 3.0 or around a 3.0 GPA, you should be accepted. And if you're not doing so great but you still get in, you're going to need to make sure you're prepared for the extra course load and be prepared to really put everything you have into it, because otherwise it would be pretty challenging.
How do you apply and qualify for early college option?
In order to apply to early college option, you have to be in 8th grade, and I believe there's an online application that you print out and send in. The principal, Dr. Simmons, will come around to each school and explain more of the application process. It's questions like name, date of birth, what high school you're going into, and then there's a couple of questions like, why would you want to go into this program? How do you plan on succeeding in it? Questions along that vein. This has been Josh, your PIO high school intern with digital media coordinator Danielle Evans. Thank you so much for listening, and tune in next time to the Intern's Chair. But remember, I am just the intern.